Okay guys, we're going to continue with Unit 2B, Section 6. We already talked about correlation, positive and negative correlation. I want to talk about how to do a line of best fit. So I have a scatter plot here, but we're going to look at that in a minute. Here are the steps to making a line of best fit. And you're going to want to write these down. The first thing is to create or get a scatter plot. Now I have one here because a scatter plot is very tedious to make. And so I'm going to be giving you the scatter plot most of the time so that you can just use it to do the line of best fit. The second thing, determine the correlation. Is it a positive or a negative correlation? In this case, I would say it's a slightly positive correlation, okay? Now here's the part that people mess up sometimes. You're going to draw a line that represents the relationship through the middle of the points. So draw a line, move this over, that represents the relationship through the middle of the points. You want to avoid connecting 2 points. That's not the point here. So I'm going to put in brackets, do not try to connect 2 points. Okay? The next thing you're going to do is pick 2 points from the line. Not 2 points that were already there, 2 new points, okay? And then find the slope using those points. And number 6 is to use point slope form of the linear equation. So that's going to be y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1 to find the equation. Now you already know how to convert, so if I asked it for in slope-intercept form, you would just take this point slope and you would convert it. If I don't ask in any specific form, then leave it in point slope form. Okay, so let's go through these steps. I hope you wrote them down because I'm gonna have to scroll back over to the actual scatter plot to do this. And this is going to be fun because I got to draw a line through the middle and then I got to try to come up with the right points. Okay, so create a scatter plot. All right, there we did. I created a nice scatter plot. There it is. I copied it offline. You kind of want to have an idea what's going on here. It's height versus weight. Generally, as the height goes up, the weight goes up. Okay, that's not true at all, and you can see some outliers, some that don't really follow that. Look at this point out here, okay? That's a pretty heavy person with a lower weight, okay? Then we have this person here is a little taller with a very low weight. So that could happen. It's just different things. But we're going to look at this. This is a positive correlation. And our second step is to draw a line that represents the relationship. So we want to draw a line through the middle of this as best we can. Okay? There is a very specific formula and way to do this when you get to statistics, but we're not at that level yet. So we're just doing a basic try to draw a line through the middle. Okay? Actually, we want a line, so let's get a line here. And I'm going to do my best here to not connect 2 points. What I want is about half the points below it and half the points above the line. So I'm gonna, whoa, that is not what I wanted it to do. Sorry. Let me fix that. Go back. Okay, let me do this. I hope I can draw on this. I'm a little nervous now. So I'm going to draw through the middle there. That's pretty straight, okay? I'm gonna pick, so now this is what my line looks like. You really wanna use a ruler, so let me go back and see if I can do this with the ruler. I don't know if this is gonna let me do it, but I'm gonna try. Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. Here it is again. Okay, I'm still learning all this stuff, so you can laugh at me while I try to figure this out. So again, through the middle. Oh, it's still not working. Let me try one more time. Ready? One more time, and then I'm just going to stick with my line that's not perfect. Okay, I think I have it now. No! Yeah, see, it doesn't want to go on here. All right, so let's take this off. And let me just do the best line I can through the middle. All right, so. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Use a straight edge. Now, I accidentally went through some points, but I'm not going to use those points. I'm going to use different points on the line. So I'm going to look for a couple points, and this one right here looks good. This is about 65, and I'm going to come up here, and it looks like it's about 130. So I'm going to go 65. Let me make this a little narrower. Oops. Okay, so 65, 130. That's my first point. Okay. And again, this is more of an eyeball thing than a perfect point. So let's go to 74, and I'm going to go to right here. And I'm going to call that, yeah, I don't know, more like 175. So it's 74, 175. So as you can see, if we're doing this by hand, we're not going to get a very exact answer. We're all going to get slightly different answers. So I'm going to be looking at your line. I'm going to be seeing, did you draw the line with a straight edge? Did you try to get through the middle? Did you pick new points on the line, or did you try to go through points that were already in the graph? Because that's going to lose you points. We're not trying to go through points that are on the graph. Then I'm going to see, from your points, do you know how to do slope? So let's do slope here. Slope is, remember, y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Up to you which one you call which. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to label them so I don't accidentally mess them up. And so this is going to be x1, y1. This is going to be x2, y2. And again, your answer is going to be different than your neighbor's. Okay? So y1 is 130 minus 175. And then x1 is 65 minus 74. So it looks like we are going to get 45, negative 45 on the top. And let's see, what's 74 minus 65? Oh, it's 9. Oh, wow, that turned out nice. Negative 9. Okay, hopefully I did that right. Negative 45 divided by negative 9 is going to be positive 5. First of all, I was looking for a positive. If I accidentally got a negative, I knew I did something wrong. This is a positive slope line. This is a positive correlation. So we have our slope, and then the final step is to use that formula. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. This is the point slope form of the equation of a line. So we already did our y1 and y2. y1 is 130, so this is going to be y minus 130. Our m is 5. We figured that up above. And then x minus 65. That's the equation of this line. Now, again, this is more of a simple way of doing it to get a basic line. This is not exact. And of course, when you get to statistics, you will learn, if you go to statistics, which if you're going to college, you might as well take statistics. You're going to need it no matter what field you go into. And even just being an informed human being, statistics is going to be something you need to understand. We're going to be learning how to do this with the calculator as well, so we can get a little bit more exact of an answer. But that's what we do for a basic line of best fit at the Algebra 1 level.